Welcome everyone to Pepito Live Costa Rica. Nice to see everyone here today. For those joining us for the first time, allow us to express the warmest welcome from Pura Vida land, and thanks for being with us. Today we have a great show and a very important topic: 10 reasons people want to move to Costa Rica. But besides that, we have some very special guests. Before we start, we want to invite everyone who are viewing the show from Facebook to like and share their page with other people who may be also passionate about the beauties of Costa Rica. Also, for those of you joining us via YouTube, please, as you can see the link here, okay, press subscribe and press, okay, the bell to subscribe and get reminders for the upcoming shows. Also, the advantage of being subscribed via YouTube is that we could share additional material regarding some of our shows, including our guest biographies. Today, for example, we will share most of the material that we will be sharing with you, the bullet points on all of the reasons why people should move to Costa Rica. So please subscribe, click the bell, and also you could also use the comment section to interact with our guests, send us some comments, ask some questions. This is meant to be a very interactive show. So by all means, take this opportunity to interact with our guests, ask some questions, and have fun with us. This is all about having fun. It's about creating a window on Costa Rica. It's about having the opportunity to know more about some people who are absolutely passionate about the country and so forth. So today, amigos, we are looking at top 10 reasons people want to move to this beautiful country. Costa Rica has become one of the favorite destinations chosen by expats from North America, Europe, and elsewhere in the world who want to leave their country to maybe retire, look for a new lifestyle, start a new business, and maybe other reasons also. But in order to talk about it today, we have invited a panel of expats who will share their views with you and their experiences with you on those different points. And besides our special guests, we also have gone into the community to ask a few Costa Ricans and some foreigners also what they have to say on this special subject today. So let's get on with the show. First of all, allow me to introduce and welcome to the show Michelle Simons. Hello,
Hi.
Michelle.
Hi.
Well,
How are you?
welcome
Thanks
to
for
the
having
show.
me.
Nice to have you. Also, now let's welcome, okay, Alain Mouquet. Hello, Alain.
Hi, good afternoon. Welcome. Thank you very much for the invitation.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure having you. And also welcome our third special guest today. We have Devin Pickering. Hello, Devin. How are
Hey,
you?
Nico. Thanks for having me on today. Good to see everyone.
Welcome. What a great panel we have. Thank you for being there today. Top reasons people want to move to Costa Rica. I think you guys are the perfect panel to address this issue today, or this subject.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Indeed.
Uh, yes, just a quick presentation, Michelle. Okay, 60 seconds, 30 seconds. Please tell our guests. Tell us a little bit more about you.
My name is Michelle Simmons. I moved here to Costa Rica about 8 years ago. I absolutely love it here, obviously. I moved here and I had never been to the country before. And the reason why I moved here is because everybody told me this was the happiest country in the world. And it absolutely is. So yeah, I've been here 8 years and I absolutely love it. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Alain, you have a little bit more seniority, I understand.
Well, probably I'm the older of the gang. So I've been here for 32 years.
Wow.
Uh,
Wow.
I did travel all around the place first. I went to Dominican Republic, to Venezuela, to Mexico. It was cool place. I was very young. It was very nice, vacation mode. But at the end of the day, when I came in Costa Rica, I really fell in love. So my first 4 years in Costa Rica, I had a reggae bar, downtown San Jose for about 4 years. And after that, I sold my bar and I worked in the hospitality industry for about, I will say about 20 years, maybe 18 years. And 9 years ago, I left the hotel business and I joined the group of Remax Tres Amigo here in Playa Hermosa. So it has been, wow, what a journey for 32 years. I spent more time in Costa Rica in my life, and I'm 57 years old, than in Canada, which I'm born. I'm originally from Montreal. I'm French Canadian, so you will see that I have a very strong French accent. But at the end of the day, I think that I can call Costa Rica my home now, and I never be happier in my life than staying here in beautiful Pura Vida, Costa Rica.
Excellent. Well, welcome. Bienvenue à l'émission, Alain. And
Merci.
Devin, tell us a little bit more about you.
Friends. So I come from Asheville, North Carolina. I moved here about 3 years ago on a business endeavor, Hotel La Puerta del Sol, and teamed up with Michelle Simmons, and we are rocking the Garden Bar hard, doing events, yearly events, and came down here to get a piece of the Pura Vida action. Living out my best life down here, baby. Living out my best life.
Absolutely. Well, welcome to the show, gang. Let's dive right into the subject if you want. The way we're going to do it, we're going to present some little video clips. Then we're going to put a banner with the theme that we are discussing. We're going to have an open discussion on it, and then we're going to carry on like that till we go through the 10 points. Let's have a look at the first little video here. Hang on here. Right here it is.
Creo que los extranjeros vienen a Costa Rica porque Costa Rica es pura vida. Los esperamos pronto.
Okay, so this is one of our Costa Rican friends who is saying that he believes that people come to Costa Rica because Costa Rica is pura vida.
Pura Vida. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So, amigos, what do you think about that? What actually, we say that, but Pura Vida, but what actually for you guys, for you, Michelle and Alain and, Devin, what does that mean for you, the Pura Vida lifestyle?
To go slower, a lot slower. In I know that's funny for me to say, but it's true. I have slowed down a lot since I've moved here. I know people wouldn't believe it, but I have, absolutely. More relaxing lifestyle, Pura Vida, take it easy. Yeah, that's what I feel.
Okay, Alain?
So, Pura Vida, probably everybody knows it's pure life. So, I think that literally it is what it is. It's amazing country. The people, I think the people are the Pura Vida thing overall. And Costa Rican are so amazing people. And it's so funny because Pura Vida, it's so cultural. Pura Vida means everything for Tico. You say good morning, it's Pura Vida. You say goodbye, it's Pura Vida. You say you're welcome, it's Pura Vida. Anything that somebody asks you a question, you can just, if you don't speak Spanish, just answer Pura Vida, and everybody that will work. So, I think it's the best country in the world. I think that it's the only Latino country that use the term Pura Vida, and there's a lot of reason why. But it's life as pure as this gets. So this is a great country. It's my country. I'm a Tico. Probably my Spanish is better than my French right now. So I think that everything is Pura Vida.
Gracias. Devin.
Pura Vida. What Pura Vida means to me, it means for me to draw closer to my surroundings and venture beyond the ordinary of what I'm used to and accustomed to. I have to echo what Michelle said, and it gives me the time to slow down and be actually present in each moment.
Mhm.
And that's the pure life, baby. That's the pure life.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. So this is the first point. Now I want to ask a question now because okay, we talk about this like Pura Vida. Um, this is the ideal word, right? But how is it for an expat to actually like integrate this culture or this, you know, we all say, oh, pura vida, but how easy or difficult has it been to sort of like adapt to this? Like Michelle going from a very, very, you know, busy lifestyle to being pura vida. Is it so easy to do?
It is not. It's definitely, well, for me, it's not. I'm still always 15 minutes early for everything I do. I mean, in some things, of course, I have. I've learned like tomorrow, yes, I get, you know, not everything's going to happen right now. So I have learned that. But yeah, I'm still learning to deal with the time, like slow down a little bit. And you don't always have to be on time. It's okay to be a little bit late. That's the norm. Like it's normal to be a little bit late to dinner, and it's accepted. It's pura vida. It's okay. It's okay to be a little bit late to dinner. Everybody's going to come when they're ready. Everybody's relaxed. Nobody's in a hurry here, especially in the grocery stores. Like I've learned, just take your time. You know, everybody, we're all waiting in line. It's okay. Yeah. So
Absolutely.
I'm still learning.
Okay, great. Amigos, let's dive into the second topic or the second reason. Let's listen and see what this guy said. The sound bite is a little bit low because the guy was at a little bit of distance, but I will repeat what he said.
Costa Rica es un país muy feliz. Costa Rica es un país muy feliz donde no hay ejército, no hay armas. Vivimos de una manera muy tranquila y creo que es un país muy rico en cultura, un país muy rico en definidas cosas. Por ejemplo, tiene la playa, toda la costa, lo que es la provincia de Guanacaste, para el disfrute de los extranjeros.
Pura vida, amigo.
There we are. Okay. So what our friend here is saying is that Costa Rica, somebody mentioned it before, is a very happy country. Actually, Costa Rica is known as being one of the happiest, or Costa Ricans being known as some of the happiest people in the world. I think in 2019, the Happy Index study has put Costa Rica again at the first rank as being one of the happiest country in the world. And this is what our friend here was referring to, Costa Rica being the happiest country in the world. What do you think about that, amigos?
I think it's, yeah, go for it.
Go ahead,
Of course, it's the happiest country in the world. We have all these national parks. We have the waterfalls, the beautiful beaches, the mountains. We were up in Arenal just this past weekend. Just the wildlife and the biodiversity of this country, and the people, the hospitality and the people, the culture. That's Volcano Arenal right there. Absolutely wonderful place in La Fortuna, tucked in there. A beautiful town. And, you know, everyone down here, that Pura Vida lifestyle we're talking about translates right into their behavior. And they're just it's just a happy culture. One of my favorite things to do down here is welcome people to my hotel and bar. And it's so rewarding because people are so grateful to have us down here.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Alain?
Well, I think that they are the happiest people on earth, probably because they have been quite lucky. There's no army in Costa Rica. There was never civil war, never been oppression, never starved because everything is so rich here. You can have food from the ocean, fruit, vegetable. It's so very easy to. The weather is great. They never really had a natural disaster like other places in the Caribbeans, in the islands. So I think that because they are lucky. They are living in a Pura Vida land, like you said, Eve, before. And when you don't have any pressure like that, And when everything is probably easier, until now they never paid tax. That's another thing also that I always mention that make people very happy. So every little things like that they were in their life, I think that got to a point that's why they are the happiest people on earth, because they live in the Pura Vida land, and for them it's easier.
Okay. And Devin.
I think Devin already spoke. I didn't
Michelle.
For me, I love it here in Costa Rica, obviously, and for the happiest country in the world. All my friends told me to move here because it was the happiest country in the world. At the time, I was not in a good place in my life, and everybody kept telling me, you need to move to Costa Rica. It's the happiest country in the world, and you'll find your happiness again, if you go there. And I was like, what are you talking about? I've never been to that country. I don't speak the language. I know nothing about it. And I still got up and I came here, and I had never been here, and I've been here 8 years now. But my favorite thing is riding through the town of Playa del Coco on my scooter and saying, hola, ¿cómo está? And just saying hi to everybody.
You can't miss Michelle. You can't miss Michelle and Coco, that's for sure. Whether it's in a grocery store 10 aisles down or going through Coco. We know she's coming.
Yeah, and it's just the feel of everybody, all the locals. Hola, Michelle, hola. And I'm like, hi. It's such a good feeling. I love it. And that's my favorite thing to do. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Anybody would want to add anything on the point number 2, happiest country in the world? Okay. Let's go. No, we're fine. Okay, so let's go to the third point.
Hi, I'm Charlie, and Lori and I moved to Costa Rica 14 years ago. What we like from Costa Rica is the weather. It's summer all year here in Guanacaste. The beach. We like the pool. The heat. We like the people. Be in touch with nature and the monkeys, and walking with the dogs, and but mostly the weather.
Okay, amigos, the weather.
The weather.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, the
weather. So I did a video once about the 5 reasons to be in Costa Rica, and of course the first reason was the weather. I mean, it's amazing. Of course, everybody, most of the people that come in vacation, they come in our summer, and it's great. It's always sunshine. It's beautiful. The ocean, it's blue, and it never rained for 6 months. It's amazing. But also, maybe a lot of people don't know about our winter, let's say, our green season, which I think for full-time resident, it probably is the best time of the year. We have sunshine in the morning. It's amazing. Everything is green like a broccoli. We have some rain in the afternoon. Right now, it's starting to rain at this moment right now. And it's fresher. There's no dust. And it's still always around 30, 32 degrees, no matter what, at the beach. It gets a little bit cooler in San Jose, but even there, I mean, we're talking about 26 degrees, 27 degrees. I'm from Montreal, guys. It was minus 35. So I think that it's the best weather, either if it's for summer for vacationers or people that just spend a month or two a year, but for full-time residents also, because we have 2 seasons that we really can enjoy a lot. So yeah, weather is amazing, just like the tide.
Excellent. Okay, Devin, what about the weather?
Well, look at my shirt, for instance. I'm wearing palm trees and flamingos right here. I love the weather down here. Are you kidding me? We can go out on the beach and bring out the cooler and enjoy the beautiful sunsets. And when it does rain, who doesn't love waking up to pouring rain with a warm cup of coffee? So we got the best of both worlds down here.
Absolutely. As we're talking about the weather, It is rainy season right now in Guanacaste. I think Alain is sort of like realigning his camera so he's not in the rain. Michelle, you enjoy the weather.
I love the weather. Absolutely. I'm on a boat most of the time, so I gotta love the weather. Yeah. Definitely. They say the part of Costa Rica that we live in is the hottest part of Costa Rica, Guanacaste. And I love that. I moved here from Texas, so Corpus Christi, Texas. So it's very hot there. We have the beaches there, and we don't have a big winter there either. So definitely all about the weather here. And I love the rain. It mostly rains at night. So for me, that's perfect. I love going to sleep with the rain. But yeah, it's all about the weather.
So we all agree on the weather.
Yes.
Amigo,
Two thumbs up.
2 thumbs up for the weather. So now let's go to the next point.
Costa Rica is safe, people are friendly, and have you looked around? It's a beautiful country. I mean, you can go scuba diving, of course, but you can also snorkel or go to a national park and explore the jungle, rainforest, river trips, see monkeys. Everything is here. It's Pura Vida.
Okay, amigos, Pura Vida.
It's Pura Vida, baby. Pura Vida.
Many things to do in Costa Rica. I think Brenda did a really, really good resume of a lot of the things that we could do. Everything that Costa Rica has to offer, it's just a treasure chest.
That's right. A treasure chest.
Another
Waterfalls
reason
everywhere.
Yes.
And another, we are a small country, so everything is pretty much close range you can go to the Rincón de la Vieja volcano in 1 hour from us. We're at the beach. And I mean, now with the new highway in San Jose, I have a friend of mine who did San Jose, Playa Hermosa in 2 hours and 15 minutes. He was a little bit crazy, but it's still very close range to everything. And I think that's make us moving a little bit around and discover new places, different climate. Monteverde is amazing. It's probably only 3 hours, not even from us. So yeah, amazing things to do. The only thing we don't ski and we don't have snow. But except for that,
Yeah.
you can pretty much do everything.
Absolutely. Devin?
Yeah, I have to piggyback on what Alina was saying. The accessibility of where we are gives us so many options and so many different things to do. I like I mentioned earlier, going up to Volcano Arenal with that picture of Volcano Arenal, that's absolutely one of my favorite climates up there, and just a beautiful area. A lot of hiking trails, mountain biking, horseback riding. You can get into the river. Always the sunsets are beautiful. When it comes to amazing things to do, we could be here all day long. So I'll just keep it simple and sweet.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite things to do is going to find waterfalls.
Waterfalls? Yeah.
Waterfalls, jumping up waterfalls. That's my favorite thing to do. And the surf here is amazing. Witches Rock, Ollie's Point. If you're a surfer, this is definitely a spot to come to for surfing. Just learning how to surf. Tamarindo, Playa Grande, all the national parks. Oh my gosh, there's so much. Santa Teresa. I mean, there's so many. I've been all over. The only place I haven't been is to the Caribbean side. And I heard it's gorgeous in the
Here's
Caribbean.
a nice picture. Here's a nice picture of the Caribbean side.
There you are, Michelle.
That's the only part I haven't been to yet. I definitely need to go there. But yeah, I love Monteverde, like you said, Arenal, Manuel Antonio. Love Manuel Antonio. But of course, I love our area. Playa Acatol, where I live, is the best for snorkeling. Oh my goodness, the snorkeling is amazing. So, I mean, you can come here on vacation and you don't need to spend a lot to go see a lot of things because it's affordable and you just find the right person, like one of us. And I could take you to some cool waterfalls for sure. But Of course, you know the best ones, Pepito. You know the best of everything.
We know quite a few. Actually, I want to just do a little parentheses. I want to invite people, if they have any comments or questions, to go ahead and do so by the comment section, either on Facebook. It looks like we're having a little technical problem. I'm getting some messages. We get a little technical problem on YouTube. I don't know why. It looks like the link is not working properly, but I just want to pass the message out there. You guys can actually see us on Pepito Live Costa Rica on Facebook, on my personal Facebook, on the Costur Facebook. So there's other platforms where we are actually broadcasting. And the show, of course, will be shown again in its entirety later tonight, tomorrow morning, and the next 48 hours, actually. So nobody's going to miss anything. So let's go see, Telecino, do we have like, okay, a little question here from Close-In. Where is your hotel, Devin?
Hey, how are you doing? My hotel is located in Playa del Coco. It's 200 meters west of Center Street. It's called Hotel La Puerta del Sol. Hotel La Puerta del Sol, and you can visit me at Hotel La Puerta del Sol or lapuertadelsolhotel.com, and we can get you set up. We also have the Garden Bar, a really nice low-key, authentic Costa Rican experience. The Garden Bar. You like it? You gave me a thumbs up right there. I see you.
Absolutely.
That's what I like. That's what I like. But yeah, to answer your question, we're in Playa del Coco, Costa Rica, Hotel La Puerta del Sol.
Absolutely. And for those who are actually wondering, actually, we're also going to put the link, okay, to your website, Devin, in the show description on YouTube and so forth after. Actually, it's already there.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
excellent.
Absolutely. Okay, let's go to Telecino. Any other comments or questions, Telecino, for the time being? No, not at the moment. Okay, so amigo, so let's go ahead to the next point.
Yeah, coming down here to see if some real estate properties, you know, we're involved in real estate in the States, so it looks like there's some opportunities here for us, and we'd like to stay here and try and make that happen for us, you know.
Okay, Alain, we're going to give you the first shot on this one. Real estate. You're the guy.
Okay, first of all, you have to present me this. You have to present me this couple. First of all, so let's start with this one. So you give me their phone number when they're done. And I think that we are compare a lot with Hawaii. Since I'm here at the beach, I mean, everybody say, "Oh, it's like Hawaii in the 60s or 70s," except that that property are maybe 10 times more affordable than Hawaii. I think that we have been in a buyer market for many years. There's a lot of opportunities, a lot of advantage to. First of all, we are at the beach, so once you buy a property, rentals have been very good over the years. So this is another reason to invest. And who doesn't want a second home in the Pura Vida country? I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's perfect maybe to spend a lot of people spend 6 months a year, like Canadians mostly, spend 6 months a year in Costa Rica in their beautiful condo, walking distance to the beach or ocean view. I think it's a great things to do, having real estate all over the world. But if you can have it in the tropics and enjoy it even more, I think it's a great opportunities. And I invite this couple to call me, please.
Mm-hmm. Alain, we have a question here. Actually, somebody's asking a question. Eric Mecanini. Hi, I've been looking for properties for at least 3 years, and the prices have been increasing dramatically. Why?
Well, I don't know which part of the country. If we are talking about our region in the Gulf of Papagayo, I think that the price of the market didn't change in the last, since I'm with Remax. There's probably maybe less inventory sometimes to get exactly what the people wants, because we sold a lot of real estate over the years. But maybe in San Jose, there's some part in San Jose like Escazú, a very high-end part of the country that maybe over the years the property went up. I don't know the market in San Jose, but if we are talking about our market in the Gulf of Papagayo, I think it's still very affordable on whether it's land, house of condo. I think, I don't see any change on price. And now with COVID-19, I don't see anytime soon any change neither on the price. But like I said, what I say to people, the problem will probably be built when the border will open. We're going to receive a lot of people, a lot of expats that are done with the cold and done with the stress of North America, and probably that the problem will be inventory in the future.
Mm-hmm. Now, another follow-up comment to the first one, I guess. Alain, the question is, condos are reasonably priced, but it's based on American dollars, so that's a tough one to accept. So I imagine this person's a Canadian. That makes
probably
a difference.
Well, unfortunately, when I came 32 years ago, Canadian dollar was not really good neither. I mean, it was probably worse than it is right now. However, once you buy a property here, you buy in U.S., so your asset is now in U.S. Like Devin is American, so he doesn't feel the difference between the dollars. Actually, he feels pretty good because the dollar versus the colonies is pretty cool. But going back to the Canadian dollars, the reality is that the Canadian dollars never have been strong. Maybe 6 years over the last 65 years, and it is what it is. And if you have $300,000 Canadian, well, just buy a $300,000 Canadian property in Costa Rica, and maybe stop comparing orange with apple, because the U.S. dollars always have been stronger than our dollars. So you just have to adapt. The good thing in Costa Rica is that we are living outdoors. You don't need all the time those big houses or those big places because you're going to live outside the most of your life. So it all depends on the budget you have. And if you're stressing too much with the U.S. dollars, just think about the colonies, and maybe like it will be less stressful for people. For me, I knew that I was living for the rest of my life in Costa Rica. So my Canadian dollar at the beginning was tough, but after that, my life's changed, and I spend in colonies, and that's my lifestyle. And I think that people should not impeach to do their dreams just because of a dollar exchange. So I think that...
very good point, Alain. Thank you very much. And Devin, anything you want to add on that?
Real estate, I came down here as an investor and never looked back. I created a strong product design down here, and Costa Rica has given me the platform to be able to do so. And I will continue to invest down here. I think this is the greatest place to be safe holding any money, or if you want to do whatever you want with your money. But real estate's always, they're not making any more of it. And Tres Amigos and Remax has certainly helped me transition my life down here in Costa Rica. So thank you there. And let the show go on and Pura Vida lifestyle.
Thank you, Devin. Michelle, anything you want to add on that?
Not about real estate. No, I'm probably not the right person. Not for real estate, yeah.
I just want to make a little note. Maybe some people hear the back noise from the thunderstorm. That's okay. This is a rainy season right now at the moment here in Guanacaste, so that's part of the beauty of the country. Actually, I always say the difference moving here is that the difference from being in Canada, when we have a storm and it rains, we're happy because we have so little of it and we don't need to shovel it.
Yeah, my dog is under my chair right now. He's freaking out.
Okay, amigos. So let's go see the next point.
Another reason for moving here to Costa Rica, of course, are the Costa Ricans. Very happy people. They're always happy, always smiling, and that's the way that makes me feel being here in Costa Rica also.
So that sort of like falls back to one of the previous points we had, how Costa Ricans are actually very warm, loving, and very friendly people.
Very.
Michelle.
Yes. So I had an experience, I would say about 4 years ago, and I had an eye infection, and I had to go see a private doctor in Liberia. And he was amazing. The main thing was that he helped me because he said he just wanted to help me. I only had to pay $100. He was the nicest person in the world. And I had to see him like 4 times a week for 3 months, 4 times every week for 3 months. And I only had to pay him $100. And he was the nicest doctor ever. Like, if that gives you any example of how people here, that he was just like, I just want to save your eye. I just want to be there, and I want to help you. And it was unreal. And he saved my eye. Look, I can see.
Our beautiful eyes.
Great.
Well, that's just an example of how people are here. They're not. It's not all about the money. It's about taking care of each other and being there for each other. I mean, that's how I feel. When I first moved here, I used to go to church all the time, and I felt so welcomed. I had no idea what they were saying in the church, but they made me feel extremely welcome and so loved. It was awesome. It's true.
Great. And Devin, anything you want to add on that?
Yeah, I lived with a Costa Rican family for a year in San Jose, so they brought me into their own home as one of their own, and that speaks volume to me. And then as I moved to Coco, the culture here has everyone's very approachable due to that Pura Vida lifestyle, what we keep reverting back to. And you know, we're always, as expats, are always included in their traditional events. Let's say Tope, a horse parade that goes down Center Street, or the rodeos. They don't really hold me back when you jump in a ring with bulls.
And Alain, anything you want to mention?
Yeah, I mean, for me, the second reason after the weather when I came here in Costa Rica, it's the people, for sure. I mean, they are amazing, and not only for with themselves, with the expat, they love North Americans. They always nice to us, very patient. You can even if you don't speak Spanish, you can repeat 6 times this, and they're still gonna be patient and listen and try to understand what you say. I mean, they are amazing people. I think it's from what we talked before also. They live in the Pura Vida land, and they are so, I mean, they are my friend. My kids are Tico. I mean, and I'm a Costa Rican. I've been here so many years, 32 years, and I learn from them. I change a lot with them. I think that they teach me how to be more patient, to be a nicer person, to be happy with myself like they are. And they transmit a lot of good energy. I love Costa Rican. Excellent. They're my people.
Thank you, Alain. Thank you, Alain.
Our people.
Yay, they are our people. Okay, amigos, let's go to point number 7.
Yeah, we're here because of the natural beauty here. The people are beautiful, very close to the States. So we could always go back if we need to, or family could come and visit, which are going to. So that's why we picked Costa Rica.
Okay, so when
is that a waterproof camera?
Pardon me?
I love this couple.
Was that a waterproof camera? What are we doing there?
Pura Vida. Hey, so basically what he's saying is that what he enjoys about here is also the proximity to North America, to the States and Canada and so forth. So how much of a factor is that in making a decision to come and live here? Michelle, we'll start with you.
It was huge for me because Texas is only 3.5 hours away by plane. So, and my daughter is in Texas. So, yeah, absolutely. If I need to go home at last minute or emergency, I could just hop on a plane. Maybe not right now, but in normal circumstances, I could just hop on a plane at any time and I could be home within 4 hours. So that's huge because my daughter's not here with me or any of my family. I'm here all by myself. So I did this all by myself. No. And I'm still single. No.
There you go.
That's Michelle's plug right there. That's Michelle's plug. I'm still single.
Alain, you're a Tico now, but is that still like, or was that a factor when you moved here? Is that a factor, or is that still important for you now?
Oh, I think it's huge. I was in the REMAX convention in Las Vegas last February before COVID. And I actually did a video at the Denver airport saying to people that it's amazing. I mean, it's closer from Liberia to Houston. It's closer than Houston to Las Vegas. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's very, very close. And I was starting to make comments about Montreal, which we think that is pretty far from us, but it's 5 hours and a half plane to go to San Jose. I mean, Miami, 2 hours and a half. Dallas, I think it's like 3 hours and a half or 4 hours. And I mean, I think it's close range from everywhere in North America. And if you compare to Asia, when you go to Asia and you take the plane for 18 hours or 24 hours flight, I think it's huge to be able, like you guys said before, to go back home and you don't spend a day on an airplane. It's boring right now flying. It's not like before. 32 years ago, it was fun because you could drink, you could get drunk in the airplane, and you can mention the word bomb, and you were not going to jail. Now it's not fun to travel anymore. So I think that being close to, I think that people sometimes think that Costa Rica, because they don't know exactly where it is, and it's like Central
We're not
America.
an island. We are not an island.
We are not an island. And I think that people think that we are far away, and we are not. So proximity is huge.
Perfect. Devin, you want to add something on that, amigo?
I'll just add a little touch. Proximity. I'm a mountain boy from Asheville, North Carolina, and it takes me 4 hours to get from door to door from my home to Costa Rica to my home in Asheville, North Carolina. So proximity is not an issue whatsoever.
Great. Okay, amigos, let's before we go to the next point, let's go see Telecino. Do we have any comments? Okay, not at the moment. Okay, so we're going to head into point number 8. Point number 8, which is actually has to do, we don't have any video on this one, but it has to do with the expat community. And I know when I moved to Costa Rica, going or moving to an expat community was not necessarily something that was a factor, but after the fact, after we actually moved here and integrated the community, we realized from our perspective how important that was. So, Devin, we'll start with you this time.
Yeah, the expat community is huge down here. The Garden Bar, I cater to a lot of expats from all over the world. It's not just North America. We're talking Europeans from Australia. The list goes on. But what I've known is everyone's down here seeking for something, and most of the time it's happiness, and it's very easy to find yourself in good social bubbles and social networking and making friends. From all walks of life, from all over the world, and it's really fun. It's fun being part of an expat community. I was at dinner the other night, there's nine different nationalities in our gathering, and it was so neat. So you learn things from other cultures too while living here in Costa Rica.
Okay, Michelle.
Well, yes, the expat community has been amazing for me here, especially in the last 3 years. I own a babysitting service called Coco Babysitting Services. I started that when I moved here. So mostly all of my clientele is all people that come here on vacation, but a lot of expats because they trust my babysitters. But mostly here at the Garden Bar, I do a lot of festivals, and I work with Devin on doing festivals and events. So we do stuff like bingo and trivia, and it definitely is related more to the expats, and they love it a lot. Mostly from Canada. A lot of our expats are from Canada, which I love everybody around the world. But I'm just saying, like, here in Coco is mostly, I'd say, Americans and Canadians.
A lot of Canadians and Americans.
Yeah.
Alain. And,
Well, I think there's too much French Canadian, to be honest. But no, you know what? There's another thing. There's a lot of people that doesn't speak Spanish, and they said to themselves, "Am I going to be alone? I'm going to be by myself." And when they get here, they find people that come from the same city that they are born, and we maybe not this year, but we used to celebrate the Day of Quebec. Every year there's a big party of all the Quebecers reunited together, and I think that it gives confidence to expat to know that they are going to be here. Of course, they're going to blend with the Costa Rican, but they're going to also see friends and people that speak their own language, and I think that they feel good about it. They feel for sure safer about it, and I think that expat community here is great. I think that Costa Rican also think it's great because they are so cool people, and so I cannot talk too much about expat community because I've been here forever. I'm like a Tico, but
you are.
But I think that we have mostly here at the beach, this little place called Las Palmas. There's 1,000 little condos there, and they all party. Everybody invite themselves to the swimming pool. Then they go all to the Puerta del Sol and they reserve a table for 25 people all together. So I think that the expat community here is perfect at the beach.
Thank you, amigos, for that point. So we're not now going to dive into the next point. For the next one, we do have a little video, and so here it is.
One of the reasons for moving here to Costa Rica for me was the safety aspect. I feel as a woman that I can be out with my friends and feel comfortable and safe. When we moved here, my son was quite young, and I felt okay for him to be out with his friends, and he felt very comfortable out in the community as well. It's a safe country for me. Yeah.
Okay, so Michelle, we'll start with you because Ramona here was talking about safety as a woman coming in here, living here alone. So we'll pass you the torch.
Well,
on this one to start off.
I feel extremely safe. I moved here and I didn't know a soul. I didn't know anybody. I'd never been here before. I came here with all my stuff and just said, what's the worst could happen? If it doesn't work, I have to go back. And I've been here 8 years now. I've never had anything bad happen. I live, by myself with my dog, my dog Coco. But literally, I can walk through the streets and talk to people. And in 8 years of living here, I've never had not one thing robbed. I've never had anybody approach me where I feel uncomfortable. I feel I could call on anyone. It feels like everybody is here to look out for you. I could talk to anybody in the streets and they would help me with anything. If my scooter broke down or my golf cart or anything, everybody's there to help you. I've never felt safer. I must say that. Never.
Okay,
Never felt safer.
We're sorry to interrupt this program. But we have a comment coming in right there. Okay. And the person is Eric, who's saying, why is Michelle still single? About 500 people who want to know the answer.
That's another show. No, but that's funny.
Okay, we'll do another show on that. Okay, we'll do another show on that. Devin, anything you want to say on that? Security?
We live in such a small town. Everyone knows one another. If someone does something wrong, someone knows who it is. Simple as that. I can't speak for the whole country itself, but Costa Rica is very safe. And from my very first visit when I was 11 years old to being here full time now, so I've never had any problems.
Excellent. Okay, Alain?
Well, there's no organized crime at the beach, so I think it's a very safe place. We know that Costa Rican also are, so there's no army, so they're not aggressive people. I think that Michelle is right. Even a lady, single woman, can feel pretty much safe. Maybe you have to be a little bit careful of your things. I mean, it's like in Canada. It's like in the States. I mean, because you're coming here, you can just leave your camera at the beach and go 2 hours and take a swim. You cannot do those things. You have to lock your doors, like you do in Montreal. Just protect your belongings. But as safety goes, we still can walk at the beach at night. We still, I feel a lot safe here. I mean, safer here than I'm in my own country, to be honest. Pura Vida on the safety also.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Telecino, any other comments? No, not at the moment. Okay, so let's go to point number 10, which in principle should be the last one, but I think, we have 2 little extra surprise points that we're going to share with the people. Number 10, Costa Rica being a democratic country. We know Costa Rica has abolished their army many years ago, 1948, 1949. They decided to reform the country, invest money in healthcare, invest money in education, and so forth. A lot of people looking at that from the outside are wondering what type of government do we have? What kind of political system do we have? So we do have a democratic system here. Feedback, comments on that, amigos. Devin, we'll start with you again.
I don't really have much comment on this.
Okay, subject. Perfect. Michelle?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know too much about this subject. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. Okay, Alain?
Well, maybe until now, the Tico didn't care about politics, to be honest. They are so happy with what they had. I talked about the low tax before. It's changing right now, but for years, Costa Rican pay really low taxes. What can I say about... let me think about it. Democracy country. What I was saying before about it, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Yeah. Well, about the fact that it's a democratic country.
Yeah. They don't care, or they didn't care. They start to care a little bit more about politics now with all the new laws and everything, but they really didn't care. I think that Costa Rican care more about soccer, football, and it's football. After that, it's God, and maybe politics come maybe number 65 down the list.
Very good. Very good point.
It's true.
Okay, so that covers it for point number 10. Now we're going to add 2 extra points. One of them, point 11. Okay, as a bonus. Okay, point for people watching. 11, okay, healthcare services. A lot of people ask, okay, if I move there, okay, what kind of healthcare services will I have access to?
Well, I may start on this one also because I've been here for many years. The way I do my healthcare service, I work with both. When it's little things, not very serious, not surgery or things like that, I go to private. I just pay what I need to pay, which is about $80 or $75. They fix me, and I'm receiving very high-end installation, AC. It's super modern. It's fast, and it's very good for little things. When you start to have serious issues like surgery, so I had skin cancer a couple of years ago, and you need some surgery or things like that. Our doctors in the public service are the same doctors than the private service. So I use the public service, first of all, because it's way cheaper. So instead of, I don't know, spending $50,000 on a surgery, I just get my public health care service and go to public, because once you get surgery, it's the same surgeon. You're gonna, it's the same surgery. I mean, I think that once it's serious things, I use the public hospital. Like my children, all of them, I have 3 kids in Costa Rica, they all went to public. Because the thing is that if something go wrong on the private, when a woman get birth on the private, and there's something go wrong, they send you to the public hospital, because they know a lot about making babies in Costa Rica, and so I think that there's an excellent private healthcare service. You can also go all the way private. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you can have some special insurance and health plans, and you can go all the way private. But me, I've been here so many years, and I trust so much the doctors in Costa Rica. So when it's little things, I don't want to spend 4 hours waiting in emergency to be like in Canada actually. So I go to private. And when I need a surgery, well, I go to the public. That's the way I deal with both. But to let people know that both are very good healthcare service. You can see it also what happened with the COVID. Everybody think that the Central America hospital are not efficient. Well, it's not true. I think that the public service here in Costa Rica hospital it's not high-end installation, but they really take care of you. And the private is super good also.
Thank you very much, Alain. Devin, anything you want to add on that?
I would just say to echo what Alain said, it's modern, accessible, great doctors, great patient, physician experience.
Thank you. Perfect. Michelle?
And dental care here is unreal. Dental care here is, you definitely want to come here if you need anything done with your teeth, because it's just as good as anywhere else. All your body. Exactly. If you want anything done, for sure, you should come here. Teeth, face, whatever.
Perfect. Amigos, we're going to close with another point, point number 12. Actually, some people ask questions about that sometimes, and they hear about it, and maybe, Alain, you know a little bit more about it even than I do, about Costa Rica being considered a blue zone. Actually, some of the people in Costa Rica in the region of Nicoya have some of the highest life expectancy in the world. And I think there's about 4 or 5 different blue zones in the world. And Costa Rica and Nicoya, which is just south of where we are, definitely is considered a blue zone, and this has an impact in our lifestyle here and the lifestyle of the community. You want to talk about that a little bit, Alain?
Well, I think that we coming back to the weather also again with the blue zone thing. I mean, you don't have to live 7 months of minus 25 a year with snow, and so whether the food, we didn't talk about food today, but food in Costa Rica is so healthy.
Food.
I
Yes.
mean, there's no preservative or very few, no chemical or very few. Costa Rican eat very healthy. They don't have those big T-bones like we have. Well, sometimes they have those chicharrones, the pork, but but I mean, it's all about very how you call that. You've got some salad. Their plate are basically very healthy. You've got a little bit of salad, rice, beans, a very little piece of meat. So I think that eating healthy, have a great weather. They are very respectful for environment. Wow, that was in Coco, by the way, not in Playa Hermosa.
No, we didn't hear anything. It's beautiful sunshine here. Beautiful sunshine.
So perfect weather, feeling good with yourself, happy with yourself, eating good. I think all that together,
Yeah.
the ocean. How many times people say, "Oh, it's so healthy to go to the ocean,
it is.
salty
Absolutely.
water, and you always outside. You breathe very fresh air when you go to Arenal." So I think that I told my age before. I should have said that I'm 87 years old actually.
No,
Because
you're
I'm-
not.
Because I'm staying in Costa Rica for many years. That was I'm in the blue zone, but anyway, no. I think that even with that, Costa Rican have been blessed, and all this little factor make that they probably live longer than other people.
Perfect. Okay. Michelle, anything to add on that?
I have a shattered ankle. So when I moved here 8 years ago, I couldn't walk straight. I walked with my leg to the side, and I had a little cane. And after a year of living here and exercising and eating the right food and being in this climate, and now I can walk straight and I can walk normal. And I lost about 15 pounds.
Wow.
So,
Good for you.
thank you, Costa Rica.
Actually, we have a comment from Eric says, I hope you know you are privileged persons. The four of you, I hope to join you ASCP.
Hey, Eric, come party with us, man.
Yeah,
Don't waste any
absolutely.
time. The only time is now.
Absolutely.
The only time is now.
Amigos, before we close,
I think Eric has a crush on Michelle, though.
Why is Michelle still single? That question keeps coming up. You know?
You got to come to the garden bar and have a drink with us.
I think the same person wrote the same question about 6 times.
Good,
Okay.
Woo! Here comes the rain.
Yay. Hey, amigos, before we leave and we close, I'm just going to ask you to maybe, out of all the 10 or 12 points we've mentioned, or maybe you have a personal favorite or favorite reason that we haven't covered. So we're going to do a little roundtable here. And Natalie, says she's watching from New York. Great show. Thanks, Eve, and all of your guests. Pura Vida, Natalie.
Pura Vida.
Yeah, Pura Vida, Natalie. Michelle, which one of all the points we covered is your favorite, or do you have another one?
Amazing things to do in Costa Rica. That's my favorite. Absolutely.
Perfect. Excellent. Devin.
Well, it's the lifestyle down here, man. You come down here to live out your best life, and you do it full maximum 100%.
Okay,
Gotta love
excellent.
it.
And Alain, Alain.
Tico, I will say that, and we didn't mention it that much, the beaches. We have
The beaches or the beaches?
Beaches.
Yeah.
The beach.
The beach.
The beach. I mean, we've got all kind of beach. We have to surf with. We have white sand beach, dark sand beach. Um, Here in our area, we have like 4 or 5 different kind of beach, and I think that that is an amazing thing in our region also that people enjoy every day. Every people that I know walk at the beach in the morning with their dogs or with their spouse, or and I think that that make our life even greater from all the points that we talked today.
Thank you. Well, amigos, that pretty well covers it. Thank you very much for joining us today. It was a blast of a panel. We had a great time. Okay. Thank you for sharing this experience. In 2 weeks, actually, one of the points covered was actually security. In about 2 weeks, we're going to do the same type of show, but we're going to talk only the different elements of security in Costa Rica. So why is it that Costa Rica is a country that is actually safe? Okay, where to live. And Pride Duran says, okay, you guys are awesome. Okay, thank you, amigos. Pura Vida.
Hey, thanks for having us today.
Thanks for having us.
It was a pleasure. See you, Devin.
Power to the
Pura
people.
Vida. Pura Vida.
Thank you
Take
all.
care, Ale. Thank you. Okay. Well, amigos, this was our special panel today. Our guests, okay, to talk about 10 different and even more reasons to live to Costa Rica. So that was pretty much our show for today. Before we close, I want to remind everyone we have an amateur photo contest going on. Actually, the limit to submit your favorite Costa Rica photo, amateur photo, is at midnight tonight. Okay, you have to send it via email at pepito.livecostarica@punto.gmail. Okay, so send us your picture. Next week on our show, we're going to have a professional photographer. Sean Davis actually going to be our special guest. We're going to give everyone some photography tips. And we're also going to be revealing our winners. So we have 4 or 5 different categories of winners. It's going to be a really fun show. We already have more than 35 people who have actually sent in their submissions. So it's going to be a really, really good time. So please don't miss us on Facebook, also on YouTube. I understand there was a little glitch on YouTube today. But if you cannot reach us on YouTube, know that you could actually watch our show, okay? Also on Facebook, Pepito Live Costa Rica, and the Pepito Live Costa Rica Facebook page. The link is always there for every show. Also on my personal Facebook, also on the Costur Facebook. Also, amigos, okay, this way, okay? Subscribe now. If you haven't done so, to our YouTube page. This way you will get reminders. All the points, everything we have covered today is all going to be in the YouTube description, and also the coordinates and the emails of the people who have actually participated in the show today. So as we are closing, amigos, we're going to show you a collage of all of the comments that we've had from the people in the street from Playa del Coco and the area today on some of the best reasons to move to Costa Rica. Thank you, amigos. Have a great night, and see you soon. Hasta muy pronto y pura vida.
Hi, I'm Charlie, and Lori and I moved to Costa Rica 14 years ago. What we like from Costa Rica is the weather. It's summer all year here in Guanacaste. The beach. We like the pool. The heat. We like the people. Be in touch with nature. And the monkeys, and walking with the dogs, and but mostly the weather.
One of the reasons for moving here to Costa Rica for me was the safety aspect. Be out with my friends and feel comfortable and safe. When we moved here, my son was quite young, and I felt okay for him to be out with his friends, and he felt very comfortable out in the community as well. It's a safe country for me. Yeah.
Costa Rica es un país muy feliz donde no hay ejército, no hay armas. Vivimos de una manera muy tranquila y creo que es un país muy rico en cultura, un país muy rico en infinitas cosas. Por ejemplo, tiene la playa, toda la costa, lo que es la provincia de Guanacaste, para el disfrute de los extranjeros.
Pura vida, amigo.
Well, the main reason my wife and I moved to Costa Rica is we both had stressful jobs back in Canada. 5 years ago, we finally made the leap to come to Costa Rica, opened up our business, and now we're living the Pura Vida life. No more stress.
Yeah, we moved out of the States looking for a little stress-free life. Coming into our third stage of life. And just really nice people here, you know, and it's close to the States if I ever need to get back, you know.
Sí, los esperamos prontos aquí en Costa Rica porque Costa Rica es pura vida.
Costa Rica.
Well, good reason to move to Costa Rica is the beautiful sunshine here year-round. And besides, what would you rather have, this or a shovel?
Costa Rica is safe, people are friendly, and have you looked around? It's a beautiful country. I mean, you can go scuba diving, of course, but you can also snorkel or go to a national park and explore the jungle, rainforest, river trips, see monkeys. Everything is here. It's Pura Vida.
Yeah, we're here because of the natural beauty here. The people are beautiful, very close to the States. So we could always go back if we need to, or family could come and visit, which are going to. So that's why we picked Costa Rica.
Another reason for moving here to Costa Rica, of course, are the Costa Ricans. Very happy people. They're always happy, always smiling, and that's the way that makes me feel, being here in Costa Rica also.
Scuba diving. I mean, I came here on vacation, went for a dive, and never left. Where can you dive with manta rays, bull sharks, lots of spotted eagle rays, and small nudibranchs, clown shrimp, you name it. It's here.
Yeah, coming down here to see if some real estate properties, you know, we're involved in real estate in the States, so it looks like there's some opportunities here for us, and we'd like to stay here and try and make that happen for us, you know.
Creo que los extranjeros vienen a Costa Rica porque Costa Rica es pura vida. Los esperamos pronto.